Hello there, Kenny Durkin here. I was contacted a few months ago by the great Luke Flowers to participate in a Gallery 1988 show called Raised by Rainbow's Puppet Pals. And I am among a bunch of amazing artists that are going to be involved with this show. And the concept of the show is we as the artists were supposed to convey some puppet imagery that kind of inspired us from the past. And so, of course, I had to pick the Muppets. And the idea I had was something that I've been kicking around in my head for the past few years. And it was, I'm really bad at drawing vehicles. And so I thought there's got to be a way for me to learn to draw vehicles in a way that's going to be fun for me. And I thought about the Muppet media, the shows and the movies, and I thought, well, there's a lot of actual Muppet vehicles in those. And so this would be an opportunity for me to learn how to draw the vehicles while still having fun drawing the characters. And so the first thing I did was come up with a list of vehicles and from the movies and stuff, but not all of these made it to the final piece, but most of them did. And so I took that list and I made some thumbnails and little rough sketches just to kind of visualize it a little bit. Now, this thumbnail that you see is doesn't really probably make a lot of sense to most people, but to me, that's kind of the way I realized the whole thing looking. And these things kind of help. You'll see how much it's changed, but how much the initial concept is the same. So the first thing I did was start drawing the vehicles, and I decided to caricature the vehicles. Um, so I squished areas of the vehicles down. I stretched up other areas so I could fit more characters inside of the vehicles. Um, and it ended up looking really cluttered and chaotic, which is exactly what I was going for. I wanted something that was. I love seeing a ton of these characters together. The colors, the textures, the personalities, the differences in scale. I love seeing tons of Muppets together. So this was starting to turn out the way I really wanted it. So after I kind of sketched it, I went back in and started. And this is all digitally on Clip Studio on the iPad. I started inking it, and after the first few I did that had characters, the bigger ones I just sketched the vehicles, and just so I can get everything placed correctly, and then I would go back and do the characters as dessert, as kind of a treat. Now, when I draw characters, and this is true for caricatures as it is for Muppets and anything else, I don't really like working off of photographs. I'd much rather work, live in the case of caricatures, or off of videos in the case of when I'm just working at home in the studio. And the reason for that is I can get there's more life, there's more movement, there's more angles. You can really control uh, what you are seeing and what you are drawing. In the case of the Muppets, there's actually not a lot of photo references online that are different. A lot of it is the same. And so a lot of the art that you see is the same because it's working off of the same references. So I really like to work off of the videos because I think it adds more life to the drawings. Um, so going back to the big drawing, I'm just ping ponging around the page. So I'm going here and I'm going there and I'm adding areas and I'm just taking screenshots in this case. I'll just do a little group. I'll take a screenshot, do another little group, take another screenshot. And this process of inking itself took weeks. It took weeks to come up with this. And this is ended up being over 100 characters. So it was a lot. I knew I had a lot more to go because I still had to color this thing. And you'll also see that the dimensions just changed too. I had to stretch out the canvas a little bit more to kind of make a little bit more space and a little more air in there. But eventually, I got it to the point where I was ready to color it. And once again, with the coloring, I'm ping ponging around. You see me go here, you see me go there. Um, and this process, also took weeks to do. And I'm just picking little areas, uh, doing a lot of coloring, a lot of shading, um, trying to get the same source of light going on there. Um, and this is kind of a fun process for me. The coloring is, it just it's popping everything out. It's making everything more vibrant, and there's something kind of beautiful about seeing all these colors together. And I thought it really fit in with the Raised on Rainbows theme to have this much color and diverse colors and tones. And so once I had all of this stuff colored in, um, I was ready to add the background. And so you see here is the final piece. There it is. And so this will be seen when the gallery show opens, and you'll be able to buy prints of this. I'll have numbered and signed prints. And so I hope you enjoy, and I hope you enjoy seeing everybody else's work too. I've seen a few things, and they're incredible. So you're in for a great show. So stay tuned. I'll give you guys the link when it comes up. Take care.